I'm Dennis Farrell. It's time for another Fantasy Selfie brought to you by Fox Sports Detroit and the Fantasy Sports Network. Today we're talking a little fantasy football and OTAs. Not a ton of news coming out, but a few things you may want to keep your eye out on. One, out of Seattle, they're talking about a little bit of a running back by committee, taking a little bit of load off of Marshawn Lynch and giving it to the rookie Michaels. This comes from the new offensive coordinator, and I put a little bit of concern into it. Not enough to drop Marshawn Lynch down in any rankings, but maybe enough to bump up Christine Michaels a little bit more. But keep an eye on how much that's developed. I don't know how many times every year I hear running back by committee. It just doesn't happen. Next is Lamar Miller. He's taking first-team reps right now for the Miami Dolphins, which means Sean Moreno is either not in camp or not taking first-team reps. Simple as that. Keep an eye out for him. I think he could be a sleeper running back, not knowing what Sean Moreno will do without the Peyton Manning effect of fantasy football. So keep an eye on that situation also. Next, Mike Wallace. They say today that they're going to move Mike Wallace around a little bit more in the offense. A lot more than last season, where he spent 90% of all offensive snaps on the right side of the field. This could drastically impact his fantasy value, having him move all around different spots of the field. He's definitely a deep threat, and this could definitely move him up to the 3 spots in my fantasy football rankings. Next is Rashard Jennings, taking first-team snaps, of course, but this is a crowded running back. Peyton Hillis was very serviceable last season. They drafted a young rookie guy named Andre Williams. To keep an eye, Rashard's not high in my rankings just because of that crowded backfield. And finally, Trent Richardson. Now, after his post-surgery, he ballooned up to 240. He's back down to his playing rate of 225. I have him a little bit higher than most sites in my rankings. I figure they let Donald Brown go, which means they have faith in this guy. I like Trent Richardson a lot. The weight issue is not a problem anymore. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter at Dennis77Farrell. Check out my new website, thefantasychronicles.com. And as always, Hail Hydra.